With the next FIG Rhythmic Gymnastics Junior World Championships just ahead of us in 2023, everyone has their eyes set on the future faces of the sport. The young up-and-comers we're going to talk about in this list have all it takes to be Olympic-level gymnasts. They have the determination, the grit, and an insane amount of talent, so join us as we look at some of the most impressive newcomers in gymnastics that could be huge stars in the future. Let's start with JOSCELYN Robertson. JOSCELYN Robertson has been a favorite of the Gymternet ever since she was a little girl posting videos on YouTube. Robertson began her career in gymnastics at the ripe age of 15, competing for the Northeast Texas Elite. She's one of the finest juniors in the nation. JOSCELYN has had a reputation for scoring extremely high on beam throughout her junior career, but over the past few years, she's put in a ton of effort to improve her all-around performance. As a result, she placed second at the Winter Cup in March before winning the 2021 national team camp. While JOSCELYN is still a pro on beam, she shines the most on vault and on the floor, where she has polished her major passes, such as a double layout and an Arabian double front, to become one of the most accomplished junior tumblers. Up next, Ella Murphy. Ella Murphy got her start in gymnastics when she was only 6. She was invited by WOGA's developmental team, who asked her to join them 2 weeks later. Ella advanced to the team just 2 weeks later and competed in her first Level 3 meet at the 2014 WOGA Classic just 4 months after starting. Ella finished 5th overall and 3rd on bars at the event. Ella's optional career took a major turn at the Texas Prime meet in January 2016. She suddenly started to pick up a lot of momentum and won the beam, floor, and all-around titles to get her Level 6 competition off to a great start. But an ill-timed injury put her on the sidelines for the rest of the season. However, Ella came back from injury better than ever and went on to win either 1st or 2nd place overall in every single meet of the season. Ella thrived all season long and went on to win the bars and beams titles in the Texas State Champions while getting a 2nd overall with a phenomenal 38.875. Ella held out hopes of being qualified for the 2021 season, but she just fell short of meeting the qualifying scores. She competed in her first elite meet at the American Classic in April 2021, where she earned a silver medal in the all-around. Ella also earned a spot in the 2022 Classic competitions. She received an invitation to the Junior Pan American Games after the competition. On day 1 of the selection camp, she placed 3rd on beam. But this only is the beginning for this exceptional talent, and the only place we see her going is up. And now, NOLA Matthews. NOLA Matthews fell in love with the sport when she joined a Mommy and Me gymnastics class at the age of 3. Just a few years later, NOLA was competing at Level 3 with USA Sports, where she finished 10th overall at the NorCal South Level 3 State Championships. NOLA competed at Level 4 in 2014 and won the bronze medal on the uneven bars at the NorCal South State meet. Ever since then, NOLA has just been getting better. At the age of 15, this child prodigy has been able to bag more titles and championships than most of us will in our entire lives. She's currently training under the mentorship of coaches Melanie Ruggiero, Melissa Metcalf, and Cleo Washington at Airborne Gymnastics Training Center. Up next, MADRAY Johnson. 13-year-old MADRAY Johnson has been one of the WOGAN's top gymnasts for the past few years. She placed 2nd at the WOGA Classic before placing 3rd at the Winter Cup and the American Classic. The most exciting thing about MADRAY is that most of her success has come to her with relatively minimal effort. MADRAY isn't really about pulling off all the flashy moves. She's more focused on being clean and reliable at every event, which has really helped her throughout her short time on the mat. She may not look like a major threat on paper, but she's someone you can count on to always get the job done. This is exactly what makes her someone to keep an eye out for in the future. Next, we have Charlotte Booth. 6-year-old Charlotte was having a fun day with her family at the neighborhood pool when a passerby asked Charlotte whether she was into gymnastics after seeing her incredible flips, dives, and handstands. That passerby turned out to be an Olympian and convinced Charlotte's parents to enroll her in Brandy Johnson's gymnastics. Charlotte was so good that the coaches were surprised that she had ever participated in dance or gymnastics when she attended her first class. She picked up the skills of turning a cartwheel the very following week, and since then she's advanced through the gymnastics levels remarkably quickly. She started at level 2 in 2015, progressed to level 10 in 3 years, and then to elite gymnastics in year 4. It may seem like Charlotte just breezed through all of this, but the truth is that she put in a lot of effort to get to where she is today. But the good news is that she still has a lot left in the tank, and she plans to keep on dominating until she's at the very top. Another on the list is KATELYN JONG. 14-year-old KATELYN JONG is a member of the national team who made her international debut at Gymnastics in 2020. She won the bronze medal at the Hopes Championships in 2019 and would later go on to win the beam at the American Classic. She also earned first place in the junior field at the Woga Classic. KATELYN is one of the most advanced juniors in her league. She can do complex maneuvers like Yuchenko double on vault, a bars routine where she performs a chow to pack, an in-bar half to piked Jaeger, and a full-out dismount with ease. If KATELYN can do stuff like this while being so young, just imagine what she will be able to do once she's grown up. If you ask us, there's only one direction KATELYN's career as a pro gymnast is headed, and it points up. Up next, SKYE Blakely. SKYE Blakely is one of the fastest rising gymnasts in the country today. Blakely made her debut in July of 2018, capturing bronze in the all-around at the American Classic. Later that same month at the US Classic, she earned 6th place overall and went home with a bronze on the vault. She continued to only get better from here. Winning multiple titles and championships, Blakely made her international debut as a senior in 2022 and ended up winning her team gold while finishing 6th overall. And now, AZARAYA. AZARAYA of the world-class gymnastics has the potential to be the biggest name in gymnastics one day. She's a remarkably talented gymnast with lots of promise, so we suggest that you keep your eyes on this young athlete. AZARAYA's routines are challenging for a 13-year-old. Her extension and amplitude on everything from her Chekev on bars to her acro components on the beam are a thing of beauty. She is a total package gymnast, and we simply cannot wait to watch her succeed on the national level. Next up, CHIO. CHIO won the overall title at the American Classic in 2021. She's a veteran of this junior field and a very strong, high-difficulty competitor. She initially qualified at age 11 in 2018. A year after finishing 2nd at the Hopes Championships, KAILIN is now 15 years old, has competed in nationals twice, placing 11th in 2018 and 12th in 2019. KAILIN is a particularly gifted beam gymnast, but she also falls into a category of gymnasts who don't really have a weak event, which should provide her with an advantage in the future. KAILIN pulls off a super tricky pullout on the floor like it's nothing. She also has extremely good lines on the bars and can do a Yurchenko on the vault. Her polished skills and incredible attitude will likely propel her to the very top of the ranks in the future. Lastly, Ella Kate Parker. Ella Kate Parker is a gifted Hopes gymnast who made her debut at the age of 10. She left a big impression when she entered the junior ranks, taking home the all-around title at the Winter Cup. Ella Kate excels at the beam, displaying flawless, reliable, and beautiful skills all around. She also does quite well on the floor, where she has a piked full in and a triple full, and even though she only performs a Yurchenko full on the vault and her bars routine is extremely tricky, she's clean enough to score well on both. But there's no doubt that when she really shines is while performing her Ray, Pak, and double layout on the bars, which are incredibly sleek and precise for someone with her level of experience. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these young gymnasts do you think will be huge stars in the future? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.